What's right for your child? Should he play flag? Should he play tackle, flex? Here's the problem. There really shouldn't be a debate, do one over the other. The more options that we have for our kids to get involved and stay active in football and all sports, the better. And that's what we really tried to do in football, a variety of options that may fit your child. Now, I've ran camps, coached football for over 14, 15 years. What I did like about it, I had one kid named James Hinkle who was no bigger than a cup. And his parents were scared to death for him to play, but he wanted to play so bad. So I said, fine, we'll play him at corner and wide receiver. I'll keep him out of, in the box, protect him, teach him how to play. He becomes one of my best football players. Helps us win a state championship, actually, on both teams. So having options, I think, are vital. You coach flag.
That's right.
You coach tackle and flex. So tell me what your experience has been with coaching all different kids in those different environments.
Right. I think it's an important thing that's missing from this conversation. The people who are trying to tell you what to do with your kid and trying to take options away from your kid don't have those kind of experiences in youth sports that I think you and I have.
Right.
One of the things I did is trying to get proactive. My dad used to say, you're either part of the problem, part of the solution. So I went out and tried to get certified. I took all the training courses. I got involved in coaching so I could be knowledgeable of what was going on. And then I could also participate and make sure that everything met my level of standard of safety that I had for myself as a parent. So what I've found is that I love flag football. I love the kids that play flag football. I won 5 Super Bowls in flag football. I'm going to brag about that a little bit.
It's all about the players.
All about the kids, yeah. But I love the spirit of tackle. And we have this thing called flex football we're trying to bring where I live, which is a hybrid of tackle and flag, where you wear soft shells and you still pull flags, but you learn a little bit more of the nuance and technique that could get you ready for tackle football. I think the more options we can give our kids to participate in sports, the better. I have kids on my tackle team that play on my flag team. I have kids who are never going to go on and play tackle football, that just like to play the sport. I think it's a great option for anybody, but I don't think that means we can promote it by taking away something else.
Well, one thing I think is very important, that when you're listening to people with advice, make sure that they're well qualified in that area. They've had experience in that. They've coached youth football. They know about youth football before we listen to people who have never even coached it or been in that environment. Now, one of the things, to make this really quick, because we do a blog on this as well, so you'll have that, and we do a podcast as well. But, if you play flag, you're not going to get hurt as much as you do in tackle. You just had an experience last weekend.
That's right.
You were sharing it, so just share it real quick.
Yeah, I was telling you the number. We were having this conversation about the safety of flag football, and I said, look, on Saturday I'm on a flag football field from 7 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, and then I have tackle on Sundays. And number of times so far this season I've had to go out onto the field and tackle football as the doctor once. It was bee sting. Number of times I had to go out and flag football 4 times last Saturday for collisions. So I'm not trying to say that flag football is dangerous, your kids shouldn't play it, and tackle football is safer. I'm just saying that when you put your kids in an environment where they're moving, and they're moving fast, and they're competing, there's an opportunity for injuries to occur. It's not completely benign.
Right, and that doesn't mean it's just in an athletic environment. It could be the backyard of your home, recess or lunch at school. So the more we create the best and the safest environment we can for our kids, the better. Now, we do a podcast on this, the Merrill Hodge Find a Way podcast. We go into really a lot deeper into this particular subject to give you a lot of information. And on this particular section, we also have sites for you to reach out and give you information to help you make choices, whether it's flag or tackle or even both, for your kids.
And that's an important point. There was a University of Massachusetts Lowell poll that came out a few years ago that said that 60% of parents don't know what youth sports organizations are doing to promote safety. And that's a problem. We got to do a better job of getting information out to parents. We want to empower people with information to make the best decisions that they can for what's right for their child.
And that's why we have a lot of that here. You can click on different links to help you learn about that and empower you and answer the questions that you might have.